This is exactly how I'm powering my next $1 million with YouTube and AI. ChatGPT's agent mode is like hiring an entire digital army on steroids. You have one agent doing SEO and scripting, one agent doing your funnels, one agent negotiating your brand deals and sponsorships, another is doing research and writing your scripts, all at the same time. So I've gained over 220,000 subscribers on this platform, over 10 million views, and I've helped business owners scale to multiple 6 figures and 7 figures in their businesses with purely organic traffic. And let me tell you, ChatGPT-5 changes the game forever. If you're a business owner, coach, subject matter expert, agency owner, if you're trying to level up your business with YouTube, then ChatGPT-5's agents gives you the most unfair advantage. If you're excited for this live demo, go ahead and comment agent in the comments and let's get to it. All right, first things first, we have to cross a few things off of the checklist. And that is you need to get the plus version of ChatGPT. So that you can get that under the personal business plan, or I'm sorry, the personal plan. That is $20 a month. All right, so that includes ChatGPT with advanced reasoning, all of these things that you see here, right? This is going to activate the agent mode. Okay, so without this, none of this I'm going to show you on the screen today is going to be possible. So the next thing you have to do is once you are in your account, you're going to go and navigate to your settings, and you want to make sure that you have these 3 things connected. Okay, your Gmail, your Google Calendar, and your Google Drive. You don't necessarily need Google Calendar, but it's good to have the AI agent do personal tasks for you, look at calendar appointments, etc. The other thing too, the browse connectors, feel free to connect Canva. If you're a Notion user or any one of these apps, I would highly recommend everything that you have right here, because it's just going to make it that much seamless and you can give the agents that much more to do. And then the next thing is that you want to make sure that your chat is able to browse the internet and also access different files. And so I don't know if I did this already in the settings, but basically it wants to be able to add from Google Drive, add photos and files. There you can see agent mode, which is what we're going to be using today, deep research. And so my chat can browse the internet for me. So you want to make sure those features are enabled, or else what I'll share today will not be relevant. Okay, so basically the 5 agents I'm showing you today are going to comprise pretty much like 3 pools of income, in which if I divide that by $1 million, that's what, $333,000 per income stream. So that first income stream is the agent that's going to do the SEO, scripting, and all of that. That is obviously going to help my YouTube channel power the organic traffic, which is then going to help generate me leads, which is then going to send more traffic to my programs, my courses, and everything, and get people from viewing my YouTube channel into my CRM. Okay, so that's of course how I plan to monetize with that first pull of traffic. The second one is with email marketing. So with the agent and all the things it's able to do for funnel building and all of that, that's going to help me with composing email marketing campaigns, creating email sequences for my audience, and doing the heavy lifting in the copywriting with my voice. Okay, and that third category is brand deals and sponsorships and negotiating, because negotiating back and forth with brand deals and sponsorships takes a whole lot of work, okay, and management in the inbox, because I get tons of requests in my inbox for people to want to sponsor a video for me to work with them. Okay, so now what you need to do, and the cool thing about ChatGPT-5 is you're going to navigate over here to where it says new project. Okay, I already named a project because I wanted to get started and do a demo on my own before I showed it. So I called this project Agent Demo Mode. Basically what a project means is that all the chats that you have down here, you can house them in a folder. So it makes it really nice and neat, so you can keep your chats in folders. Okay, so I'm in the agent demo mode. I already have a chat going in here, and I'm going to show you the results of what I did in here. It's going to blow your mind. All right, but the first chat we're going to do is we're going to have it be the scripting mode, right? Scripting, research and SEO. Okay, so basically, of course, the first thing you want to do is create a new chat, or I'm sorry, put in chat. You want to put it on agent mode, okay? And then deep research, I don't think you need to use this because when you do agent, it's going to go crazy. So here's my prompt, and we're going to use the niche of real estate agent. All right, so I'm just going to press this. And also in your settings, if you want to make this a different color, you can change that. You can change how ChatGPT talks to you and all of that. So this is going to start thinking. Okay, and what we're going to do now is we're going to open this into a new tab. All right. Then now what we're going to do is come back here to agent mode. And while that is doing work, we are going to set up a brand new agent doing scripting. Okay, so I'm going to grab the other prompt that I have for scripting. And it's basically like we're using the niche example of breathwork coach. So you are my YouTube scriptwriter, draft a 7-minute video for a breathwork coach targeting entrepreneurs with burnout. Include a strong emotional hook, 3 science-backed benefits of breath work, and a CTA to book a free session. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and do agent mode. Oops, not here. Agent mode and click go. And if I go back to the SEO and the researcher, you can see it's still working, which is really, really, really cool. All right. And if sometimes it takes a little while, and if it does, you just got to say like, make it fast. I need it now. Hurry up. All right. So now that agent is going. Now we are going to do what's the next agent? All right. So this next one, we are going to have it be our funnel strategist and have us create email sequences or email blasts. So for the sake of speed in this live demo, I'm going to use a script from a YouTube video because the other agents are still working. So based on this script, and I just copied and pasted a script from my YouTube video. Okay, so I put it in the sequence, or I'm sorry, I put it in the prompt. Create a 3-part email sequence and 5 LinkedIn posts to promote my agency's YouTube coaching service. I'm going to call it the Ascend offer because the cool thing about ChatGPT-5 now is that it memorizes all information between all chats. So a chat that you had about legal, a chat that you had about negotiation, a chat that you had about whatever, optimizing or asking AI about optimizing your health, it's going to take into consideration all of those things. All right, so it knows what my Ascend offer is. So let's do that. Each email should include urgency, proof, and a clear call to action. Okay, so boom, here it is, working within seconds. Okay, this is awesome. And the great part now is like ChatGPT-5 doesn't get caught up and overworked, right? How the last versions did, where one memory would kind of shut down and have to reload. It can work seamlessly while the others are still working on it. Oh, look at this. So this agent that we had for the YouTube topics for a real estate agent, boom, topic, SEO titled, SEO optimized video title, example tags, boom, created within seconds. And look at this. This is really cool because now it has references. It says, hey, check out this website. This is the reference that I have, right? Wellness focus, smart homes, description draft. Okay, so this is so cool, and it cites its work. Okay, it gives you the sources, whereas before it just kind of spit out stuff and you weren't sure. You kind of had to research what it said sometimes on your own. So this is amazing. Okay, so that agent is done. Okay, so this part is probably going to blow your mind. All right, I'm going to put this in agent mode, and it's not going to do the full thing I want it to do today because it has to be built, right? And what I mean by that is I gave it the prompt, you are my community manager, reply to these 5 comments in a warm, professional tone. And why did my light turn off? On? That was random. Here's the thing. The agent mode, it can't connect to my YouTube studio, but it can, but we have to set up an integration. And this obviously can't be performed today because this takes some time. But basically what you would need to do is integrate ChatGPT with the Zapier tool so that the Zapier tool could connect the YouTube studio to ChatGPT-5. So that's an integration I'm still working on. And this is something that as soon as we figure out, we are going to implement for our clients within our Ascend container. Okay, because see what it's saying is like, oh, actual comments could not be found. Okay, it's looking at Marissa Romero comments, and it's trying to connect already, right, the comments and see what people are commenting on my channel. This is crazy. All right, but basically what this would be able to do, because I asked it, I was like, can ChatGPT really do this? And it was like, yes. What you need is to integrate X, Y, and Z, and then I can directly respond to comments. So imagine this is kind of like ManyChat, being able to respond instantly to your YouTube comments, right? So this is like a full-on channel manager for your YouTube channel. This is bananas, okay? This is absolutely bananas. And so the last thing that I wanted to demonstrate is the sponsorship. Now this is gonna blow your mind, okay? So I'm just gonna give you the prompt, but I'm not gonna wait and show it because it takes about a half hour for it to do the research, and it really should, because it's a lot of work. Okay, so this, you really have to have your connectors connected. And here's the prompt right here. Okay, basically it says, you are my sponsorship agent. Research 3 wellness brands that align with a subject matter expert in stress management. Draft a personalized pitch email for each brand, highlighting my audience, yada, yada, yada. I'm not going to read all of it. What I am going to do is show you what it already did for me. Okay, just yesterday I did this. What I prompted it to say was, you're my sponsorship agent. Research my inbox to look for companies that have pitched me a sponsorship opportunity and that I have not responded yet. And please research other brands that align with my Marissa Romero YouTube channel. I've done really well with AI tools, CRM softwares, companies like Wix, anything to help my audience make more money in, I said my online business, but I meant their online business. So literally what it did, this is bananas. It went into my inbox and it was like, oh, you have an unresponded sponsorship inquiry from Yodo Ads. All right. And then here's a list of aligned brands and key features of that company. And it gave me reasons why this would be a great company for me to work with. Then what it did was it went to pitch each one. So it wrote an email pitch to Wix. It wrote one to Jasper AI. And then I was like, okay, you guys found, or you guys, my agent, my sponsorship agent found one unreplied sponsor, but are there any others I need to reply to? I think I remember at least 5 more, which is really like 100 more in the whole like history. And then it said, oh yeah, here's the brand and the details and the action needed, unread. So I haven't even read these, okay? So I was like, hey, can you just do a little bit more research? So that is cool. So it even replied to Chelsea from Abby Connect and all of these others, okay? And it gave me the links so that I can check out the links and what the company is. Because sometimes you get a sponsorship inquiry and they don't even give you their website. It's like, dude, who are you, or girl, whoever you are? That is crazy. Just within literally minutes. I had the SEO researcher agent, the script writing agent, the email composing agent and copywriting agent. I had the funnel builder agent and the sponsorship agent right here, all working at the same time. Guys, this is revolutionary. All right, so the breakdown and the flow again in the order of all this is agent number 1 finds the idea. Agent number 2 scripts it. Agent number 3 builds the funnel. Agent number 4 nurtures my audience. Agent number 5 lands the partnerships. Okay, so if you're about to start a brand new YouTube channel, or you have a YouTube channel that has growth that feels somewhat stagnant, and you're ready to once and for all hit that new level of milestone in both your subscriber growth and business revenue, you can check out the link below to see what it would be like to get one-on-one personal implementation with myself. Whether you need help with just editing your YouTube videos, personalized strategy, full-on YouTube and SEO management of your channel, whatever it is, my team and I integrate with you seamlessly so that we can help you power that next $1 million organically by leveraging personalized YouTube strategy, AI, and content systems that allow you to double and triple your production in way less time. So if that does sound interesting, go ahead and book a chat with me right here or in the description for more information. Now, your ChatGPT-5 agents are the first step in the name of the game, but that doesn't exclude the creativity and the strategy that you need to have to capture all of your audience, because the name of the game is getting your audience and your viewers off of this platform, correct? So what you want to do is meet people where they are. So you heard the term cold audience, cold leads, warm, hot, etc., right? It's all about the buyer intent and whether people are just browsing or looking, or whether people are like desperately wanting the solution. The beauty of YouTube is that there's everyone, right? There's every one of those types of people in your audience, which is a great thing. So what I like to advise for YouTubers and my clients is to create content based on different buyer intent. So at the top of the funnel, you're going to have cold leads watching, or potential leads watching your videos, right? And so these people are most likely looking to just, hit the subscribe button, like, comment on your videos, but also maybe engage, take it a step further and download a cheat sheet, a blueprint, something that's going to help them get a quick little transformational win or aha moment. And that is something that you can position well with a good piece of evergreen content, right? Like the how-to tutorials and making sure you have really good leverage keywords in that title so that that piece of content can kind of live on forever and it speaks to a little bit broader audience, okay? And those videos done right, keeping in mind that you have a really solid intro, title, and thumbnail package, those are the videos that are going to be able to live on forever and make sense and be evergreen, now and also 5 years, 10 years into the future. They're still going to be very, very relevant. And now the next two pieces of content for more of your warm people and your super hot people are going to be more hyper relevant and way more niche specific. So I like to use, a vegan weight loss fitness coach as an example. An evergreen piece of content would be something more to the lines of like how to avoid Ozempic and weight loss pills and finally lose the next 30 pounds on the vegan diet. So that's pretty general. That's very, very evergreen. And that will be applicable from now and for the next, 10 years or whatever the case may be. A more hyper relevant version of that title will be something more like how to add an extra 500 calories to your vegan diet and be able to gain 5 pounds of vegan muscle. So that is more hyper relevant because that's speaking to an avatar who is already really, really fit because they're looking to gain 5 pounds of muscle, meaning they don't have any fat. They're also well versed in calculating macros, which means they've had plenty of experience with calculating their own macros. They know already which protein sources are really high in the vegan niche. So it's like, oh, okay. So you're meeting this person where they are, that they are the more advanced vegan fitness muscle building enthusiast. So that title is going to be very, very attractive to that viewer who already has a lifestyle in that state. So this video, keep in mind, might not have as many views as your other videos that are more evergreen. However, they're going to make more money because more people are going to be interested in your higher ticket transformation, or better yet, moving through your funnel in a faster way, going from, freebie opt-in to watching a webinar or masterclass to then booking a call with you, or even perhaps buying a mid-ticket offer like a $597 or a $997 offer. So the content strategy and the way you position it for buyer's intent, keeping in mind your cold audience and also your warm and hot, is super, super important with YouTube to making that next $1 million on the YouTube platform. Now, we talked, of course, in depth about what the ChatGPT-5 agent bots can do for you in regards to the brand deals, the SEO, the script writing, and all of that. But I wanted to now turn the conversation to AI as far as automation and workflows. Okay, so I personally use GoHighLevel as my CRM and software to host my entire online business. I have many in-depth tutorials about the software and how it works, but basically it has your email marketing, your funnels, it has a dialer to text people, it has DM automation, so it excludes the need for ManyChat. It truly does have every single thing. You can host your community there, build your courses there. But the one thing I wanted to turn the conversation to is the AI agents, right? So this software has its own set of AI employees, as you could say. And specifically, I'm talking about the tool called the Voice AI Agent and the Conversation AI. So both of those tools in there are really going to help pump up the volume or pump up the sales, right, when people are going into your funnel, because they can do things like literally talk to your leads. You can train an AI voice to talk and be your assistant. They can do things like book calls on your behalf. They can do things like answer Q&A, lead people to other resources in your business, links. They could lead people to courses, opt-ins. And with the advanced workflows on GoHighLevel, you can trigger almost any action, okay? And the power of this is as your YouTube channel and your business grows, you're going to have more inquiries, you're going to have more leads. And for example, with Instagram, you're going to get a lot more people in your DMs starting conversations with you, asking about what it is you do. And so here's where the conversation AI, for example, can come into big handy, because you can set up a trigger and a flow and automation to say like, hey, have a conversation with somebody in my DMs based on what they say, because you can get a lot of random things in your DMs. But in my experience, people have said to me things like, hey, I'm struggling to grow my YouTube channel. Can you help? Or what is it exactly that you do? Right. And me being a busy person, business owner, mom, I don't have time always to respond, quickly within an hour or two, but the AI does. They can respond within seconds. This is extremely important because appointment setters, like human appointment setters, are phenomenal. But the fact of the matter is they do not work 24/7. And the conversation AI is going to get more sharp, more trained, and more efficient at what it does in leading people to get on your calendar and doing all the heavy lifting to pre-sell, so that you can funnel these people into either a low ticket offer, right? But most likely, if they are appointment setting, the goal is to get them into a sales conversation where you can take over, right? So basically, if you think of golf, they are setting the tee up. They're lining the ball, putting the ball on the tee, teeing it up perfectly, and you're taking your driver club so you could do what you have to do in a sales call and convert them to one of your higher ticket programs. Now, I created a video in depth about setting up this conversation AI. If you like this video and that interests you, what you want to do right now is go ahead, go to the next video, click right here, and you'll see the tutorial breakdown on how to do that.